Hello, Carol Rivet here. I want to talk to you today about my GDI Team Build and how I've tweaked a couple things to make it simpler for everybody, okay? So let's get right into it today. So let me start out by showing you the success that we've had so far. So here's the success, okay? So this team build works, but I needed to tweak some things, and after talking to other team members that are in this and working this, and this is what's wonderful is it needs to be flexible. You need to work with it and keep changing things as you go. Okay, and this is what we've done so far. Right now, the minute you reply to the email that you want to join, you should get a link within the first 24 hours sent out to you for you to join. Okay. And then what'll happen is, depending where you are in the team of 5, if you're the first one, it's going to take a little bit of time for us to continue to advertise to get the other 4. Maybe you're the 5th one and your team of fives formed right away and you're ready to rock and roll. Okay. So that's how that's going to go. So there's no waiting for all 5 to join, that say they want to join and then going, because when I was, sending out the link, people were getting lost in the weeds and just not joining. So it was not helpful. And the other thing that I'm doing, that I'm changing with, the structure of it is staying the same. Okay. For, let's say I send out the link for Sarah to join. Okay. I send out Sarah's link, not to join. I send out Sarah's link. And so Greg will sign below Sarah, and then Sue below Greg, and then Bob below Sue, and Ann below Bob, and then Paul below Ann. Now, because I'm the one forming this group of 5, I'm the one in control sending out the links, okay? But what happens is, when this group of 5 form, is you all get together either in a Zoom that I can set up or amongst yourselves, however you want to do it. If you want to do Telegram chat, if you want to do Facebook, whatever you want to do, and you choose a leader. They have to have an upgraded Lead Sleep Pro account, okay, and they need to be familiar with Lead Sleep so that they can update, upload share codes and set this up. It only takes not even 5 minutes to set up. You don't have to edit any of the emails. You don't have to change anything. Okay, because everybody replies back that they're ready to join. So therefore, you're sending out links for people to join with. So therefore, you never have a link in anything. But out of these 5, like I said, you choose a leader, and that one person is going to set up a team capture page so that they can watch the links to the people. Each person sends 200 hits, so that's 1,000 hits a day that should be going out for your team to the next person. And because, Greg has 4, Sue has 3, Bob has 2, Ann has 1, and Paul doesn't have anybody. So Paul would be the first person that everybody's advertising for. Okay, so let's say Bob is the leader that knows how to use Lead Sleep. He's uploaded the share codes and the capture page. He's all ready to go. He understands how this works. Maybe he's done a Zoom with me, so he's totally cool. Okay, with that, as in that he understands. And when somebody replies back with a question, he can either get back to me, or he can answer the question himself if he understands it. And when somebody replies, I'm ready to join, Bob, that already has Paul's link, will send out Paul's link for that person to join. Okay? And so when Paul has the 5, Bob is the one sending out Paul's link. Okay? Everybody is sending hits out to Bob's capture page. Bob's capture page is the team capture page. Now, everybody else can have their own capture pages building their own lists. That's important. But that's optional for those that don't understand how Leads Lead works and don't want to do that. You shouldn't have to. If all you want to do is send hits to a capture page, that's totally fine. And there's normally, in a group of 5, there's normally one person that understands Leads Lead, how to do it, which link to send out first, so that when Paul is getting his links sent out, okay, Paul's link, say Mary wants to join, so then Paul would join, or Mary's, Paul would, excuse me, Bob, who's the team leader of this, would send out Paul's link, who is number 5, but Bob is the team leader that's sending out the link. And so he sends Mary Paul's link to join. And then Bob sends Mary's link to Bill. Okay. And then Bob would send Bill's link to Stan and Stan's link to join to George. And then they would send George's link to Jenny. Okay. So then when all 5 are set and ready to go, and these 5 would need to learn to find a leader that would be willing to do this. Now that leader is going to not only be having the team capture page, but they're also going to be watching the stats to make sure everybody's sending hits. Okay. And sending hits is as easy as, let me show you, like this link right here that you see. Let me do this link. So say Bob, you're wanting to watch Bob's, to see how Bob is advertising. You just simply send Bob that link. That is the capture page link that Bob would advertise. Okay. So this is your capture page that you set up yourself because you're the team leader. So then if you're sending this link for Sue to advertise, so you would put Sue's name on there and then send this link to Sue to advertise. And that would be her team link that she's always sending the 200 hits to. Okay, so this works. I just showed you all the people that have joined. All right, and again, if you have a team that doesn't feel comfortable with doing it, I will do it for you until you feel comfortable, until you feel as though you have an understanding of how the group is working and an understanding of how the links are to be sent out. That's the biggest thing about this, is sending out the links. Most everybody can understand that, okay, the people that are asking to join are joining below one existing GDI member, and then everybody joins below everybody. So most people have a downline formed, begun, except the 5th person, but the 5th person is the first person that all 5 advertise for. Okay, so this way, if you have one person as your group leader that is always there, is able to show you how many hits are being sent, is able to tell you if people are subscribing, able to tell you if people requesting to join, if they sent a link out. If you choose a leader and they end up to not do a good job or not able to keep everybody updated, just choose a different one and start sending links to their capture page they know. Okay, and again, I said, if you don't feel comfortable, I can do it for your team until we're going and we're rolling. Okay? Okay. God bless. Take care. And this is my latest update. This is just going to make this grow faster, because you want teams independent, working together independently, the teams of 5 to be independent, able to bring in people on their own. Okay? You eventually need to let the teams go and grow on their own. This way you're going to have teams of 5 all through your downlines. Okay, that's what's really going to make this explode and grow and build you the kind of income that you're looking for. Okay, God bless and take care.